Hey guys, Rory from ANSgear. We're going to take a look at some accent color kits we have for the TPXs. So I've got some of the colors set out in front of me here. You can either buy these pre-installed in a TPX, or you can just buy the color kit. And then what you'll get is you'll get the barrel shroud, and you'll get the front, the CO2 knob, and you can install it yourself. Either way, it's up to you. It's definitely cheaper if you already have a TPX to just buy the color kit, and then you can throw it on yourself. So I've got a TPX here where there is a sour apple color kit installed on it. And we're going to pull it off and we will put on like a pink color kit. So you can kind of see the process to do that. There's multiple ways to do it. I'll show you the way that I do it. It makes it easy. You don't have to pull apart as much stuff. That way you're not losing parts on the inside, and it makes it quick and easy. So you can see the colors in front of you. We'll go over them real quick. We've got a white, purple, orange, pink, blue, silver, red, teal, yellow, green, and we also do a gray color. I just don't have one of those out in front of us right now. But you can see there's plenty of colors to choose from as far as what you like or what you don't like. That's up to you. So we'll go ahead and pull this one apart real quick and do the switch. First thing we're going to do is I always remove the magazines, so whether there's a mag in it or not, take it out, just put it to the side. It's just less parts to try to monkey around with. And then we're going to take the barrel out as well. You don't have to take the magazine out. I just do it. It's just habit. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove our CO2 knob, set it off to the side. And then to get this apart, there's 4 screws that you have to take out. This one, and these 2. By removing these 4, you can actually get the shroud off, replace it, and put the other cap back in. You do not need to pull the rest of the frame apart. It makes it very easy to switch out. You're not worrying about anything coming apart or popping loose inside the body on the back end here. Definitely makes it easier. So what we're going to do is I'm going to push these up and kind of out of the way a little bit so it gives us more room. And we're going to take our 4 screws out. I'll loosen these up, makes it easier to get them out. And they are all different lengths too, so make sure you know which screw goes in which spot before you pull everything apart. So now we're going to push them through. Right there, and you can see we've got 2 short ones, a medium length one, and then a longer screw. The long screw is going to go in the top, the 2 short ones in the bottom, and then the medium length one in the front. So once you have it to this point right here, you can actually spread the front apart far enough where you can get the shroud out without disturbing anything else in the gun. So I actually pull it apart with my 2 fingers. I actually push opposite of each other like that. Opens it up. I can take the shroud, I can lift it out. Now inside here you're going to have this piece. This is what's going to line up your cap. You can see your cap is actually going to drop in like that, and it rotates through all these positions like this. On this sleeve you can see there's 4 machined out holes. On the inside of both sides right here are the holes. So this will snap into place when you line it up properly. Make sure that you line up these holes with the holes or the tabs that are on the inside so that everything goes together in the proper way. If you don't line up the holes, the 2 halves of the body will not go back together. They'll stay spread apart and you'll know that something's wrong. So let's go ahead and drop this back in. Put it to the front, and I'm going to rotate this around to where I know it's roughly in the right spot. Now I'm going to open this back up. I'm going to take my pink set, my pink cap, I'm going to drop it in there, and then I'm going to rotate this around. I can actually spin it on the inside there until my holes line up. You can feel it snap into place. Everything's in the right spot. Take our screws, making sure that everything goes in the right hole. Tighten it down. And we're ready to go. Put our CO2 canister in, put our cap on the end, and we're ready to shoot. Now, one thing about the caps, there are two pieces inside the cap here. You've got the end of the set screw that sticks out, which is actually going to push on the 12-gram CO2 cartridge. And there's another piece that comes in here and it threads into this set screw, which holds it in place. It locks it down. Now, depending on the height of this set screw, you can either put too much pressure or not enough pressure on the CO2 cartridge and puncture it prematurely or not puncture it at all. So if you put this in and you pull the trigger to puncture the CO2 cartridge and it doesn't make a hole, or it makes a very, very tiny hole, this needs to be extended out a little bit farther. So you would back out the set screw that holds it in place and then rotate this around to make it come out a little bit farther, put the set screw back in, lock it down so that this doesn't move, and then try it over again. If you put this in and lock it down and you puncture your CO2 cartridge without even pulling the trigger, then you know that it's too far out and you need to drop it down and make it a little bit lower. So this part is adjustable. I try to preset them all to where I think it's going to work on all the guns, but every gun is slightly different, so I don't know exactly how yours is going to set up. That's the one thing, if you buy it pre-installed on a gun, I'm going to test it out and make sure that it all works before it gets to you. If you're buying just the color kit, you might have to do that adjustment depending on how it fits your gun. So this has been a look at all the colors that we have for accents for the TPX guns, and a brief instruction on how to install it into your gun. All these colors are available through the website, so check them out and order yours now through ANSgear.com.